We are staying in room 229 on the second floor of the Ibis Central Hotel here in Northampton. This hotel is in a fantastic location. It is in the centre of town of Northampton. So let's go into the room and show you what it has to offer. I'm coming in to just show them a room tour. Do you know what? That's funny actually, because it is Halloween and it looked like there was nobody there. This is Wayne, everybody. Wayne is gonna have to leave now because I'm doing this room tour. So say hi everyone who's new. Hi everyone. So you've gotta go, we've gotta come in. So we will see you later. That was so freaky. It was like there was no one there. Bye.
Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable.
Upon entering the room, you will see that this room is really, really big. We haven't asked for a particular big sized room or an accessible room. We just booked this on Expedia and this is what we were given. They did give us a choice of what floor we would like to stay on. So we just said any floor, and they've put us on a pretty high floor. You can see as you look outside of the window, we are quite high up. I'd probably say there's 3 more floors before you get to the roof. Just up there, we are in the centre of Northampton. This is the Ibis Northampton Centre. I did want to mention as well, whilst I'm just showing you the street down here, there is a view cinema just here behind the hotel, and then behind the hotel at the back there is the car park. So I'll include all of that information in the description box below. But again, this window is closed and you can tell in here you can't hear much when the windows are shut. So don't worry that you're staying right by a main road, because as soon as the windows are shut you can't hear anything. As I pull back you can see the room is absolutely huge, and it even bends around to the right where there's more walking space, and behind that wall there is the bathroom. So next to the door you will see that there is a double sofa. From the looks of this, I believe this is a pull-out sofa bed. I can see underneath that it extends into a sofa bed, which is great if you have guests staying. On the back of the door to the room, there is your emergency evacuation procedures in the case of an emergency or a fire. So I'll just hold it there for you. So if you want to have a read, you can. Just pause the screen. As I pull back, you will see that there is a fairly large door with a do not disturb sign on the back. So just place that on the outside of your door to let the housekeeper know if you want your room cleaned or you want to not be disturbed. To the right of the door you will see there is another window with some curtains, and as I've said, it looks out to the main road in Northampton. This is one of the main streets that goes right through the centre of Northampton, and straight up this road in front of me just here you will be able to access all of the shops and all of the restaurants and clubs here in the centre of Northampton. As I pull back underneath the window you will see that there is a radiator, which is fantastic. I haven't found any of the air conditioning or heating controls yet, but when I find them I will show you. And as you turn, so we're back near the door, to the right of the door and next to the window, you will see that there is a lovely double bed. Next to the bed, there is also a bedside table. There's no drawer, but there is a space underneath for you to put any of your personal items. There is also a lovely bedside lamp with a switch underneath, so if one of you or your partner or whoever you're staying with wants to read of a night and the other one wants to have the light off, they can. There's only 2 pillows on the bed, but there is more on top of the wardrobe, which I will show you in a second. And then as I pull back, one thing that we like about hotels is that the beds don't have anything underneath, especially when we go on cruise ships. Because the cabins don't have a lot of floor space, it is great to be able to put your suitcase under the bed. So if you are visiting this hotel for a longer period of time, as we're only staying for one night, we've just packed general bags. I'm sorry for the mess, I'll show you that in a minute. But we're only staying for one night. We're on here for an event in Northampton, which if you go over on our Instagram, you'll be able to see all of the highlights from tonight. It's currently Halloween, and we are actually going to a Most Haunted live preview, and we are so nervous but so excited. But if you go over to our Instagram feed and on our highlight reel, you will see the Most Haunted live tab. Click on that and you can see everything we got up to tonight, and it's currently Halloween 2022. But as I've said, you can fit some suitcases under the bed, or storage, or a pushchair, or a buggy, or whatever you've got, wheelchair. I'm not sure if this is an accessible room, but I'll show you the bathroom at the end and let you know, because this room is very, very large. It could just be that it's an extra bigger room, but it's absolutely fantastic. On the other side of the bed, there is another bedside table with another lamp. There is also a food menu, because I believe there is a restaurant downstairs. So I'm just going to slowly cover the menu so you can see all of the prices of the menu. And it is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they also serve halal here. So I'm just going to do one more scan of that menu for you and pull down. And as I pull back from the bed, you will see that there are no plug sockets next to the bed. That is one pet peeve of mine and Wayne's. We like to be able to charge our phones, charge any watches that we have, but there is one here on the floor. There is a double plug socket. There is also plenty of floor space. So as I've said, if you want to keep your suitcases next to the bed, you can. Opposite the bed and just around, you will see that there is a nice double wardrobe with a spare pillow on top. I'm just going to open the wardrobe and show you what is inside. There is a total of 4 hangers and plenty of space for you to hang some clothes. It is a very thin wardrobe, but there's plenty of hanging space for you to hang any garments that you bring with you. It's nice when hotels have these wardrobes, because it's nice to be able to hang your clothes up and knock all the creases out. There's another lamp on the wall, which is great. The only ceiling lamp is just up there above the door, which I found a lot recently in hotels, because Wayne and I travel so much. I found that they're trying to minimise the amount of ceiling lights. I don't know why, but they've got plenty of them on the wall. At the moment, there's 3. 2 near the bed and 1 just here. There is also a rack just here, or a shelf. I think this is where you could actually put a suitcase, because they always have these like grooves, and I think this is where you put your suitcase actually. But as I've said, we've just packed our stuff in this Primark bag and our toiletries in this Love to Shop bag, and then that's got some food in for later. As I pan round opposite the bed, there is another window. These windows open really nicely. I have shut them to minimise the noise, because we are by a main road. You can hear it now if I just pause. So there is a lot of noise coming from the street, but when you close the window, it's completely silent. But over the opposite side of the room, that main road continues, and as you can see, it gives you a fantastic view of most of Northampton. There is another street down here. This is one of the main streets, so there are takeaway restaurants and there are little corner shops, so you are really good and a great central area if you wanted to get some food. There's another radiator under this window, which is great, but I'm going to just pan round and show you what is next to the wardrobe. If I pull back, you will see that there are 2 sets of drawers. In the first drawer, you can see there is a hairdryer, which is fantastic, and I think the brand is Tresemme, which is great. I never bother packing a hairdryer anymore. And this one is really, really deep, so if you are staying for a while, this could be a good place to put your shoes or your clothes, or even food for that matter. Above this set of drawers, there is a nice flat screen television with remote control, which is great. So Wayne and I will definitely make use out of that later. We love nothing more than coming back after a long day from an event or traveling, wherever we've been, sitting on the bed with some snacks and watching some television. Usually it's Forensic Files, but we're not in America today. Behind the television there is a double socket and it's empty as well. That's one thing that does annoy me in hotels, when they have the television and the kettle plugged in. And you can't use the socket that's in the room because it's occupied by other things that you want to use. So if you want to charge your phone, you've got to unplug the telly, and if you want to use the kettle, you've got to unplug your phone. So this is great. As I pull back, you will see that there is a vanity or a dressing table or a desk or whatever you want to use it for. And there is a fan underneath, which I'm sure Wayne will be grateful of. And I don't believe there's air conditioning in here, so we'll make the most of that later. There is also another double plug socket, which is wonderful, so we can use that to make a brew for Wayne when we get back tonight. And there is tea making facilities, which is absolutely fantastic. There is a mini kettle, 2 mugs, 2 spoons, milk, tea, coffee, and lots of other amenities for you to enjoy and sit back and relax while staying in this room. There is also a chair for the desk, which is great. Next to the dressing table or vanity is the bin to the room, which is another great thing. I hate the rooms that have such really small bins, and this is a really good sized bin for us to put all of our snacks in later, because we tend to snack quite a bit. I think it might be out of boredom, but we're going to come back later and have our dinner here too. We're saving our money. We are just away for one night, so I think we're going to have breakfast tomorrow. There is a third window. Again, as I've said, this has got more lovely views of Northampton. It's exactly the same view as earlier, and as I pull back, you will see that the window opens exactly the same. And just for anyone who's staying here, these rooms are also non-smoking. As I pan round from the window, you will see that there is a full length mirror, which is fantastic. Great for you to check your outfit before you leave. There is also a socket underneath, which is great because if you wanted to dry your hair or style it or whatever, you could pull the chair over from the desk, sit in front of the mirror and do whatever you need to do to your hair or have a shave. The lighting isn't as great, but there is a bathroom just to the right of me, which I will show you now. So as you see, there is the main bedroom, but to the left of the door, there is the bathroom. And as we enter the bathroom, you can see that this bathroom has a shower only. There is a bath mat on the bottom of the shower, and it is a full shower screen, which is great. This shower looks absolutely huge. It looks the length of a full bath, but it's not a bath, it's just a general shower. There is also a detachable shower head, which I absolutely love, and there is also complimentary shower, hair, body wash, and conditioning and shampoo. There is also a towel on a towel rail in the shower. Next to the shower is the toilet, pretty self-explanatory. There is also some hygiene bags for us ladies out there. There is also some facial tissues that are built into the vanity, 2 tumblers, which is lovely because if you are here and you need to brush your teeth, there are tumblers, but you can also use them for glasses if you wanted to. There is some toilet paper built into the vanity and some spare toilet paper underneath the sink, as well as another trash can. And there is also some complimentary hand soap, as well as a shaver on the wall, a plug for your shaver, sorry. And as I pull back, you will see there is the sink to the bathroom. And myself, I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. We are Holiday with the Heathers. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're going to try and bring as many room tours, hotel tours, cabin tours to you as we can over on the channel. Even though we're not vlogging tonight's experience, we want to bring you the hotel room that we've stayed in because we are a travel channel. So thank you so much for coming over. Please give this video a huge thumbs up at the end if you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new. Thank you so much for coming over. We really appreciate it. We won't let you down. We cover cruises, international travel, all over the world as much as we can. We try and include as much information as possible. And if you don't want to miss out on any of those future content videos, click on that notification bell to keep up to date with when we post. We post on Wednesdays at 6 and Sundays at 6. So thank you so much for coming over. I'm Jessica. Wayne is in the corridor, so I'm going to wrap this up in a minute so he can come in and put his feet up. We're not going out for a few more hours, but I'm just going to show you what's behind the door. There is another towel and towel rail and a hook on the back of the door. So on that note, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming over to our channel. Don't forget to click all of those notifications and we will see you in our next adventure.